Hey, glad to see you. It's been a while. I show you my tips and settings. I play on a computer, so if you're not on a computer, it may not work the same way. I use the free camera mode. I have fewer constraints and can use different speeds. Scroll to increase speed, and shift to slow down. In the settings, you can set the speed. I disable drag mode and simple properties. These are my most frequently used settings, and I always try to prioritize the maximum value. The same way for rotation, but on a 360 rotation basis. Add a block and use Ctrl and C to duplicate your selection. To deselect, I use the teleportation shortcut T twice. Hold down the Ctrl key to select or deselect some part. You can also hold press and drag the cursor. Don't hesitate to test every setting of every part. If you want to copy a properties of a block to a different shape, use the copy button in properties. However, for moving parts, I recommend making a simple copy and then modifying shape in the data if it is there. To move a moving part while keeping both sides aligned, hold down Ctrl while dragging your part. To find the center, for example to create a window exactly in the middle, hold down Ctrl while resizing your part. Sometimes blocks don't fit perfectly. You can hold Ctrl and use size mode to move the part by half the value. To make a perfect rotation without a plugin, I center the next part exactly in one of the corners with size and control. After the rotation, repeat the reverse manipulation you did to center the part. Don't hesitate to look at the part's value in order to remain precise with the previous part. Copy a button while keeping the connection, save it in the pre-made, then place your model. Then reconnect the system to the main button. To move parts perfectly on a different axis, select your part or add one on the axis. Use the different mode here, or use Ctrl L. Then, add to the selection the parts you wish to move. Don't forget to remove the excess parts. For some of my rotations, I add a part in the center and use Ctrl size to make it much larger. Duplicate your parts and add them to the desired rotation. Now it's time to do the details. I use the low values. Remember to use Ctrl size to keep the parts centered. Add all the necessary parts to the first parts. Don't forget to look at the values of the parts so that they match. And don't forget to do both sides of the main part. Delete the parts that help you with the details. Now you can make the complete rotation with the main parts. Don't forget to delete the parts that allowed you to make the rotation. To make small detailed models, at the beginning I make them much bigger, always using the highest values. If you don't add a part with a small size to the model, you can resize model to a very small size. For saving models with more than 200 parts, use a very large value. Then add a part containing the entire model. Select half of the model, then move it with the cube. Add a part to the second half. Then save them in the pre-made. Some plugins are available, so don't hesitate to try them out. I'll show you the Archimedes plugin, the others aren't hard. Learn to manipulate a part with the plugin. Use negative values to change direction. To rotate the axis, I make a rotation on the part. Select all your parts, then double-click with Control on the part with the desired axis. Then use the plugin with the part last selected. Before trusting a famous player, don't hesitate to check the real name. If you've given the edit to a player who's deleted your entire Obby, don't worry. You can always go back with the revert button in the settings. I sometimes create events, so don't hesitate to join me. I've got a small team to make sure everyone's happy and respected. I wish you all the best and hope this tutorial has helped you.